Hi, I'm Jeff Ludy with Houston Window Experts. Today, I want you to meet the Kelseys and hear their story.
Jeff.
Hey, good Kelsey.
Very good to see you. Thank you for coming out.
Jeff Ludy, nice to meet you.
I really wasn't expecting the big guy to come out.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I love getting out in the field. I love meeting people and hearing their story, and that's why we're here.
Well, I'm excited that you're here, and this is really the beginning of a journey that really began quite a few months back already, just with spending time watching your videos, learning more about the whole window process. And now that you're here, it feels so much more real, so I'm ready to get started.
Right, okay. Well, if you don't mind, show me around. Let's talk about it.
There's all kinds of problems here, Jeff. So,
oh, really?
Look, let's just start right here.
Okay.
Stephanie, I want to introduce you to my wife, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. I'm Jeff.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Glad you're here. We do have a whole lot of things we want help with.
Okay.
I work from home.
Right.
I'm a professional life coach.
Okay.
And I do all my work on Zoom.
Okay.
So you can see I'm by this big window.
Mm-hmm.
It's the regulation of the sun baking in the afternoons.
Okay, yeah.
Then the noise, because I'm here having like really important discussions with my clients. And then the next thing I know, a lawnmower is going, through the front yard, or the neighbor's dog is like being too excited about another dog walking by, or those kinds of things.
We really thought about selling and just trying to, it sounds bad, but just hand the problems to somebody else and move on and go build something,
Yeah.
But we really like the neighborhood, and we're empty nesters now, and we just decided we would put some money into the house and stay. We've done a lot of renovating. In fact, I'll show you the kitchen. We're really proud of it. We've had a lot of fun with it. But really, I think the last really big thing that's left to do to the house is to bring the windows to a place where they're not hurting us with temperature, light control, sound control. So.
Okay, so one of the challenges that I hear people often say to me is, Jeff, if I pick the wrong flooring, if I pick the wrong faucet, if I pick the wrong paint, I can kind of redo those easily. Yeah. But Jeff, I cannot screw up the windows.
No, it's true. And that's why I believe you're here, because after I saw your videos, I learned that there's so much more to this conversation. It's not just picking this kind of butter or that kind of butter. Yeah. There's a whole lot more to this. And so I'm so grateful you're actually here, because I have so much confidence in what you know already, and your, what seems to me to be an unbiased opinion, that you'll look across the range of what's going to work for us and give us a sensible input.
So Alan and Stephanie spent the next few minutes just walking me throughout their house, showing me some of the concerns they had. One of their concerns was this area where they spend some time watching TV. Sometimes they like to look out the window. It's a place to read, it's a place to relax. So they asked me about changing these windows into like one big picture window, and I think that's going to be a great idea. As we walked into the living room, I realized this is really where they spend a lot of time. They have family over, they have friends over, and they have a beautiful view looking out the back of the house. I suggested changing out all this busyness in the middle with some really big fixed windows. These windows don't need to operate. Let's just make this more beautiful. Then we went into the bedroom, and this is where I really learned one of the main reasons they wanted me here in the first place: sound. They have a neighbor that just makes so much noise, and Alan and Stephanie are both professionals. They spend a lot of time at work, and when they come home and they go to bed, last thing they want to do is hear this guy's car. So guess what? We're going to make sure that we're going to do everything possible to reduce the sound in this room for them. Okay, so just like I told Alan and Stephanie, I'm going to do a little test. I got this digital decibel meter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be really quiet. We're going to see what it is when it's quiet in the room, and then that's going to be our starting number. And then I've got Jeremy out here, my helper, and he has a Milwaukee vacuum in one hand. He has a saw in the other, and those things are pretty loud. So we're going to turn those on, and we're going to see just what it changes, what our decibel reading goes to. So I'm going to have to be quiet. I'm just going to give him the little signal, and he's going to run it. So I don't want to interfere at all with the sound. So let me go ahead and get this ready, and let's see where we are. Okay, we're at 42.5. Okay, 42.5. Now we're going to set this, and we'll let Jeremy make the sound. Okay, 73.5. 73.5 was our number. So it went from 42 to 73.5. We're going to pull these windows out and put in the new window with the sound reduction package I told you about. And then we're going to compare it again when it's all said and done. Okay, so it's Celebration Installation Day. We are so excited. It's been a few weeks. We got the windows in. We're back at Alan and Stephanie's house. I've got Jeremy Devereaux here with us. Jeremy is actually our production manager. He oversees all the crews. So Jeremy, we're here. We've unloaded the truck. What are we doing today? What's it gonna look like?
So, well, we're gonna get some windows in, but first we started by measuring the windows, making sure everything fits before we start. The guys are protecting the house. They're setting up with plastic, covering the furniture, taking the blinds down, the curtains down, running drop cloths all through the house, so we're protecting the carpet and the flooring. And we're gonna get started. We have some blue film that we put on the glass. There's different film we use, but we put the film on so that we can get the glass out. That way if it breaks, we're keeping it together the best we can and protecting it so that it doesn't get on the floor, things like that.
So that sounds great to me. Now we do have a video specifically about how we install. We'll put it up here and we'll also put a link down there. You can learn more about how to install a leak-proof window that Jeremy made. It was really a great video. Okay, well let's go inside. Let's get this done so we can surprise our homeowners with their beautiful new windows.
All right.
Okay, so you want the good news?
Yes, I want the good news.
Okay, so one of the biggest problems you had that we discussed when I met with you first was you mentioned sound.
Then the noise.
That Dodge is the noisiest Dodge. It genuinely feels like the stupid train is like in my neighbor's yard.
And you know what? We did a test with the decibel meter before we put the windows in. And then we did the test after, and we actually ended up with a 10 decibel reduction in sound.
I don't know what that means though.
Okay, so it's good.
Is that enough?
I hope it's enough, but what that means is for every 10 decibels that we can reduce the sound coming through your window, that's the equivalent to a 50%, 50% reduction. And the other good news to the fact that you wanted better energy savings, you know, these windows are gonna save you, historically speaking, between 30 to 40% on your electric bill and your heating bill as well.
Yeah, this transformation is honestly astonishing. I mean, this window had a bunch of grids on it and it was obstructing the view. In fact, it was so deplorable, we just kept the curtains closed.
Yeah.
We're just like, I don't even want to see it, it's nasty. Now, we don't even want to drop the blind because it opens the light and it's so beautiful. I can almost tell that there's glass here, Jeff, it's fantastic.
Steph, what did you think about the improvement in the living room?
I love it. I'm just so excited to just be in there and enjoy. It looks beautiful.
I like the transformation. It looks like somehow you made the openings larger.
Yes, it does.
Which they're not. It's an optical illusion.
Right.
And of course you guys did pick, we went through that process, right?
Yeah.
You picked a product that we offer with a really, really narrow frame. So not only did we, maximize it, but we also gave you more glass and less frame.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've got to tell you that we enjoy doing projects like this. Sometimes things are just routine. You take out, you put in, but to be able to see the transformation, to be able to know that we're helping you enjoy your home more, really fits with our DNA. Really appreciate you letting us into your home. Thank you for sharing your story with our audience. And we look forward to dealing with you guys on the next house you buy. Hey, if you're looking for a great window company near you, please check out thewindowexperts.com. You're going to find a great resource there for finding someone who can help you with your window or door project.